Greetings and welcome to another edition of the Planetary Persuader. I am KozMcKev, your host. This is for the weekend, beginning Friday, the 6th of December, 2019. What is going on with the planets and the stars right now? That's always the question, right? So we're just kind of like Venus and Jupiter are starting to part ways because, Venus gets a lot more steam than Jupiter. Jupiter, usually stays in the sign for about a year. Although that's not what's going to happen in 2020. I have all kinds of news about 2020. And one of the things this week is we have a full moon. And full moon is happening Wednesday, 9:12 p.m. Will we see it here in Northern California? We don't know because we're finally getting rain and snow and it's all exciting and stuff. It's like, ooh, wow, cool, cold, wet, we need this. So we do have the moon though full Wednesday night in the constellation, this tail end of the constellation of Taurus, in the lunar mansion that's half Taurus, half Gemini, known as Mrigashirsha. And Mrigashirsha is ruled by Mars. Mrigashirsha's ruling deity is Soma. It's another aspect of the moon. And the legend of Mrigashirsha is that Brahma had lusted after his own daughter, so Shiva turned the daughter into a deer to run away, a doe, da-da-da. And then Brahman turned himself into a stag, the lecherous Brahma, to pursue his daughter. And then Shiva snipped his head off in the sky, and it's a deer's head, and Mrigashira is a deer's head. Now what's the deal with this? Well, the deal is this, is that we want security in Taurus, and then we have curiosity in Gemini as to what if. So this nakshatra, which straddles these two signs, it's ruled by Mars, and so Mars is most functional in the third house, which is sort of like a Gemini rulership. Mars is exalted there, does its best work there, I should say, because when we have curiosity and courage go hand in hand, and so. But some kinds of curiosity, as we could see, are relatively inappropriate. Shiva wanted to prevent cosmic incest from happening between Brahma and his daughter. It was a good thing. And what's also interesting about the Mrigashira nakshatra is Donald Trump's sun sign is there. Yes. So President Cheeto Hair is going to be in the news again. So that's about all. I don't know what to think. It's like a miracle, the whole thing's a miracle, but judging by the Democratic debates and how it's like, if anything's said by Tulsi Gabbard or Bernie Sanders, they just don't want to even give it any credit at all. It's like, oh, forget it, oh my God. And then everyone who's more like corporately, bootlicking, they're like, oh yeah, wow, what a wonderful bootlicker they'll be. We need more bootlickers again because we can't have somebody who's not going to lick boots. So if you're good at licking boots, you have a chance of being a Democratic president. So bootlickers, just go to Bootlickers R Us. So other things happening in the planets, in the sky. Okay, so in Western zodiac, we have Mercury moving into Sagittarius on the 9th at 1:42 a.m. We also have, I think that's it. I think it's really just the full moon and everything back. Oh yeah, we could say Jupiter's in Capricorn now. It's in the constellation of Sagittarius, but yeah, Jupiter's in Capricorn. So we would say Jupiter is debilitated, right? Yeah, debilitated. I said it. It's like a lot of times material things show up though when Jupiter's in Capricorn. So it's just that sometimes we're so caught up in the material things we don't see the spiritual things that got us all these good things that we can be grateful for. So, with that said, sign by sign, beginning with you, Aries, we are doing your horoscope. So, greetings, Aries. Welcome to your horoscope. Mars is in the 8th house. Mercury is there too. Mercury's going to move into Sagittarius pretty soon. So Sun, and soon Mercury will be in the 9th house too. So the 8th house, Mars, it is teaching you really to be patient and to respect other people's power and realize that there's a power in letting other people do things for you. None of us are completely independent. We all can't meet our own needs, so it's okay to ask for help when you need it. And the other thing is we've got Sun and Mercury in the 9th house. That is the house of good luck, good fortune, divine will, being charitable to others less fortunate, assuming you are benevolent. It's like you got your own foundation to help others. It's also a place of education. It's a place where our Father's wisdom can come to us in this particular house. So, and then you've got this Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus thing happening in Capricorn. So that's a lot of career stuff, a real revival of the career. South Node is over there too. So there's just this whole, what can I do to meet public approval and make your day? And the moon's in Aries this weekend, at least for Friday it is, and goes into Taurus way late Saturday night. Speaking of, greetings Taurus, and welcome to your horoscope. Well, what do we want here? We want to be successful. We want to be right, but we also are having to negotiate with what's slowing us down. And maybe people that don't approve of us are being more direct and open about it. It's not fun. So Mars and Uranus have been in opposition with each other, since last week. And so we don't always see the potential of our actions for accidents. So like everybody, just stay chill, drive careful. Lots of planets in your 9th house now. Venus is there, Jupiter's there, Pluto's there, Saturn's there, South Node's there. So it's like there is a lot of good fortune for Taurus right now. There's a lot of good news too, to balance out any of the harder stuff like Sun and Mercury transiting the 8th house. There's messages here. But the message is, love your significant other. Let them have their way for a while and enjoy travel and education and new experiences, exotic experiences. You might be or go somewhere you've never gone to before. That's always fun. Full moon will be in your 2nd house. Hey, it could be money. This could be a good week for you. Well, greetings Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. So, for my friends Gemini, Sagittarius is your opposite. So Sagittarius rules the 7th house. So we're thinking about relationship, and we're thinking about how to have one or how not to have one, or who we prefer to engage with. Lots of planets in the 8th house. So it's a lot of transformations, a lot of like sex, death, occult, other people's property, all of those things, much more on your mind right now. There's really not any way to get around that. If somebody died in your family, there's inheritance, and people are, reacting to that. Mars in the 6th house is pretty good though, because it encourages you to stay physical, chop wood, carry water, do those physical things, and winter traditionally we should be engaged in more physical activity just to survive, because we have to, although it's only in spurts because of the shorter days. But we still, we need to stay active to keep things going for ourselves. And that's just the way it is. Okay. So, turning it over to Cancer. Oh. Greetings Cancer, welcome to your horoscope. What would I say about this? Well, I mean, Sagittarius time's a lot of work because it's a sixth house, right? So sixth house is government work, service work, working as a team member with other people. Sixth house is also where some of our health issues come into play. I had a cold last week. That was not fun. And but it wasn't like the worst or anything. It wasn't one of those, horrific ones. We all know, like, when we're kind of sick and it's a drag, or we're really effing sick, and that wasn't one of those, thank God. But I've heard that this winter there could be a lot of that type of thing going down. So, I mean, you've got to fortify yourself. Everything relationship, marriage, family, contracts, all of that is huge for Cancer right now. And you have to look at that. Mars is in your fifth house, so you have some energy for creative projects. I mean, who doesn't like to decorate their house around the holidays like a Cancer? Come on, they do. I've seen it. And it's going to happen. It's an activity. And it's an activity that will, interface with their exciting social life with Uranus in the 11th house. I mean, I guess if you're a Cancer that's a politico. I can't stand being political, though. I'll have to admit it. Why is it? Because it's just, they never address the big picture, that it's international bankers that are like funding both sides of these stupid ass wars, and we're all chomping at the bit like, oh yeah, one of these people are better than the other. It's like, no. Let's put down our arms and identify there's like 13 families controlling this whole effing world. We could run them out of town. Yeah. We just don't do it, see. We just don't. Why? Because they do special little rituals out in the, special groves and stuff. I know, it sounds like conspiracy, doesn't it? Well, who cares? If they're doing it, they're doing it. Yeah, you'll have a lot of fun, Cancer. You go ahead and have fun now. Now here's Leo. I really don't want to tell Leo their horoscope because they usually always know it all. That's like, oh, so mean. I don't, well, whatever. Have you hung out with these people? No, seriously now. Right, like for you, with this stack up of Capricorn planets in the sixth house, I mean, health is really where your focus should be. Staying in good shape, staying in good health. Sagittarius time is really a happy time, really gets you into your heart, gets you into your soul, helps you be a better teacher, helps you with your children, helps, puts a light on all things creative, expansive. There's some good fortune in it. But what I really look at, all those planets in the sixth house, and say, well, somebody's doing a lot of karma yoga here. Somebody is really trying to make things better for themselves as hard as possible. So, I mean, I say, if anything, Leo, I have so much compassion for you or what you're going through. I would love to give you a break and be a help to you. So there we go. All right. Now we go to the land of Virgo. A foreboding land, only for the purist and for virgins, and those who admire virgins. Well, I mean, we're in this place right now where we're in that kind of cabin fever of the fourth house, and we're dealing with fixed assets, our house, if we have a car or vehicle, or, maybe you just need a new dryer, or your dryer needs to be fixed or something. And so you've got that on your plate, and you're just concerned about your family's needs, the needs of your tribe, but things are kind of good in a way. There's a lot of action in your fifth house, and so you've got all this creative juice and this creative mojo. Like, I mean, to be honest with you, Virgo, I haven't seen you like this in years. Like, you're just doing it. You're like, yeah, what the heck? I'm going to be creative. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to criticize the shit out of my own work because, you know what? There'll be no work if I just keep doing that. So I just keep working and keep making it happen and keep being in my heart, keep beating with it, keep creating. That is the key. And you will roar like lioness and lion, as your sidereal sign for most of you is, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay. All right. So greetings, Libra, and welcome to your horoscope. So for Libra, it's Sagittarius is like the neighborhood for you. It's your friends, it's short trips, it's writing, getting in your journal, it's your siblings, especially your younger siblings if you have younger ones, and getting information, keeping up with your hobbies, doing things that make you feel fresh, working with your hands, being someone who's the object of gossip or gossiping about someone, I don't know. And really paying attention to your environment around you. That's what the third house is about. And so that's what Sagittarius does. Mercury in Sag is going to really help your communication. It's going to make it better. In a lot of ways, with all these Capricorn planets in the fourth house, you're like, I'm not going anywhere. And if you have older parents, they might be going through a lot of issues. And if you're dealing with real estate, moving out or moving into a place, this is also part of the astrological configuration. And maybe you're doing a lot of research on family, finding out about family you didn't even know about. I mean, I think about, there was generations of shame where there's just certain things people wouldn't talk about. And so you don't really know the truth and the true story. And I think the more accepting we become, the more we're able to liberate ourselves from that shame. And just love people and say, oh yeah, heck yeah, I made mistakes too. It's like, what a more friendly, wonderful world we live in. And we don't have to be all bent out of shape on false pride. Okay. Yes, indeedy. Well, well, well. We are coming to Scorpio. So, alright. Greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. So, Scorpio, I mean, you're feeling a little more chipper. You're feeling more independent. You're feeling stronger. You've got your mojo on. You got your mojo working. And so since you've got your mojo working, and you've got insights, you feel active, you have some kind of leadership. You also have this ability to make money right now, which is nice, and more money is coming into your life. Even with this moon in Gemini, it might be a lot of work, so definitely watch your health as we come closer to this full moon. But, cut yourself some slack. You're doing good, you're trying. You're bringing it. And you have a lot of stuff going on within siblings and community and in communication. So communication is extra important. It's making up for all that old Mercury retrograde energy. And so now you're getting yourself set, but you're really feeling mostly some creative juice, and you're enjoying working with your hands, and you're getting all this new information, and it's a good time to write new songs or a new play or a new choreography for something, so the creative mojo, the I create sign, is starting to do its thing, It's going all Pablo Picasso and, Neil Young and Joni Mitchell on the whole situation, There's things adamant. Things are percolating. Claude Monet or the painter, or let's see, who else? That wonderful woman from New Mexico with the flowers. Can't I think of her right now? Her name is disturbingly on the tip of my tongue, and I'm not even doing it right. But anyhow, you know who I'm talking about. And yeah, things are going to be sprouting up, creative Scorpio. Okay. Now we go to you. The birthday boy, the birthday girl, Sagittarius. Greetings. Welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so we had that new moon last week, and that was good because we kind of needed to clear up that stuff. And it brought some rain to Northern California, which is and snow, which was super needed and really ended fire season. Yay! And it dissolved PG&E. No, that's a lie. I'm sorry, but people are like, yay! Oh boy, but Except for the shareholders, of course. The shareholders, bless their hearts. And the CEOs, they never suffer. They never suffer. They get rewarded for their mistakes. It's awesome. But you're going to get rewarded. There's like the house of money, the second house, money and family. And your values. That's what's really here with this stellium. You got Jupiter there, you got Pluto there, you got South Node there, you got Saturn there, you got Jupiter there. That's a lot in the second house. So you got a lot of grahas, this big old party with these planets in your second house. And what are you going to do about it? How are you going to take on this new wealth? And part of it is generosity as you give to others, It's going to help balance out all this new stuff that's coming your way. And if you've been broke and you're now suddenly flush, I'm so happy for you. It's going to be a great Friday and Saturday for you. Go out there and have fun. Remember fun? I like to ask that. Do you remember fun? When things used to be fun? When things were fun, then they turned offensive. It's no longer fun. It's not funny anymore. They're hurting. Ah! No. No, it's oh gosh, it's like there's like a meme that's been floating around public media of like kind of like a dressed up blonde girl who's really upset, a young woman, and then a little white cat behind a table who's just poised so well, and people put different captions underneath. It's like yeah, that's funny. I don't know. I mean, even if the Earth is dying, we have to have laughter. Well, greetings, Capricorn, and welcome to your horoscope. So I mean, I don't think I can remember a time when there was so many planets in Capricorn. I mean, I'm sure I can if I go back far enough. So what are we doing to the Earth? What are we doing with money? What are we doing with business? What are we doing with all these things? And it's all your fault. But it's like really what we're coming to is like we got to get to the root of what these situations are that are so inefficient and oppressive and just beneficial to the laziest, largest laps. How do we bring a real justice when things are so off kilter? Your love life should be better with Venus in the first house and Jupiter there too. So there's like, the two gurus are there and they're like, okay, we're blessing you. Now we expect you to bless others and not be attached to this blessing that's coming to you. Whew. That's big. I mean, that's rough, It's like having the love of your life come and then they just go away. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, got a new job in Singapore and, can't take you. I'm like, oh no. So, I mean, there is that. This weekend will be better, like Sunday and Monday will be good days for you because you'll be in that creative space, you'll be in your heart. Once the full moon hits, I mean, definitely watch your health. And, don't overwork yourself, don't overschedule yourself. Just keep it nice and simple because these are trying times. And, I know you want your relationship to be good, but, I mean, you got a lot on your plate. And you got to let whoever you're involved with know that, hey, this is not like a simple, easy time, okay? All right. Oh, and this sign, Aquarius, greetings, Aquarius. You would say simple and easy is boring, right? Right. So, greetings, Aquarius. And welcome to your horoscope. Okay, it's on?
No, the battery's dead.
Okay, that's what I figured.
We got enough.
We're good enough, sure. And so for Aquarius, well, you're not going to see it because the battery's dead, but,
They'll see it.
you got, oh, they will see it, okay. You've got a full moon in your fifth house this Wednesday. So that's like a happy thing to look forward to because it's like you get to matters of emotion and mind in the house of your heart and your creative activity. So that's kind of nice and fun. But I'll tell you what else though. You've got all this karma. Like if you've got debt, bills to pay, karma with people, it is heavy right now. There is, let's see, Jupiter, Pluto, South Node, Saturn, Venus, all stacked up in your 12th house. It's 5, get them, 5 grahas, grabbers, and they're really grabbing your psychic energy. And if you look at it, you got Neptune in the 2nd house, so money's kind of uncertain. So you're really feeling like, God, I'm hemmed in by something I don't really know about, like if this is a real promise, and all these people that need me for my money, and it's like kind of crazy. But you have good leadership ability right now, and you've got a lot of friends in high places, so this is helping you. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. Okay. Greetings, Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. So, Capricorn thing is all about your social life. So, you've got this huge stellium of planetary activity in the 12th house. So, I mean, in the 11th house, pardon me. So, Pisces has a lot of planets in the 11th house. That's good friends. It's a good social life. That could be flirtation. In Sagittarius time, that's your 10th house. So that's leadership ability. Career stuff is happening. And, you've got the energy to pursue new frontiers as far as travel goes. And you're trying to make things nice. And you could even make some money this weekend. You can meet friends later on in the weekend. Good things are coming to you. And, you've got a creative impulse that won't stop. We'll talk about when it does stop next week. Well, it doesn't stop. And share, like, tell a friend about this, post it on their page. Love your comments. We'll be with you next week. KozMcKev of the Planetary Persuader. I'm out.